Hi, this is Janet at the West End Library in Laurelton, Pennsylvania. This monthly book review is another book that the adult book group read and reviewed. We all had enjoyed it so much that I felt it worth putting it on Facebook. It's an older book from 2016, however, it is quite an enjoyable read. The main character, Mrs. Brown, is a widow and had experienced the loss of her son in the service, who has basically a curmudgeonly kind of personality. She works at a local beauty salon as the housekeeping person and is ridiculed by the staff for her odd choice of clothes and her closed personality. Mrs. Brown had grown up learning how to sew and tailor clothing, but always wore the same two colors and was very dowdy in her appearance. She had never traveled out of her Rhode Island community, but did have some more worldly possessions, such as a cell phone. Amelia, Mrs. Brown, is presented the opportunity to help sort through items in the former home of a deceased, very wealthy woman from the community. This woman who passed had a massive home filled with many fine, beautiful things and very finely tailored clothes by major designers. Amelia was warmly received by a girl who was in charge of overseeing the sorting of the dame's home in the community of Asheville. While inventorying items, Amelia comes across a suit outfit by Oscar de la Renta that just touched her. She was so enthralled by the outfit that she knew she had to have one. Her adventure begins, not only becoming friends with the granddaughter of her best friend, but trying to figure out how to save up enough money to make a purchase of such an item. Unfortunately, to do so would also require her to go to New York City to the actual Oscar de la Renta shop. Having never been to New York City, she begins making a plan for all of this to happen. Situations begin to present themselves to Amelia to make some extra money, one of which was the need of a fashion model to find a place to stay while doing filming in the area. Mrs. Brown offered the model the use of a room in her home, which the model was very eager to accept. The name My Mrs. Brown was soon used to refer to her by the three women in her life who began to make a difference: the granddaughter of her best friend, the gal in charge of inventorying the dame of Asheville's home, and the model. Very close relationships with these three women and Mrs. Brown began, and out of respect, they referred to her as My Mrs. Brown. Other situations began to present themselves, and much sooner than the years she thought it would take to save up such money, quite quickly, Amelia had acquired more than enough to purchase the outfit that she knew she needed to have. The trip to New York City also presented many challenges, but very rewarding experiences for Amelia. She built up the courage to make the trip, and many surprises awaited her a visit to the Big Apple. So many dynamics come into play in the book, as well as kindness, forgiveness, and learning about people different from yourself. If you want a delightful read for a rainy day, I would strongly suggest reading My Mrs. Brown.